Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to make the plants that we plant within the game, how to make them persistence. For example, I'll place this fruit plant here, and another plant here, and some other plant like this. Now I planted them within the game in the runtime, not in the editor. So these plants are also I placed previously like that. So if I now then I'll go here and sleep to save the game. Right, now the game is saved. With escape I will stop the game. So now we are in editor. Now as you can see here, there are no plants or anything here or here. When I again restart the game, I should have those plants I have planted before in the game time in the previous session. So I'll play the game again. See, now I have those plants that I have placed in the previous play session. So just like any other plant, I can collect them and consume them. Right, let's see, if I consume, you can see the sustenance level increases like this. Alright, that's what I am going to show you how to do today. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Right, so far we have implemented this. We can open the inventory and select one of the seeds and press plant. Then we can go to whatever the place we want and press P to plant. So we have implemented that. But when I close the game, even if I save this, and when I close the game and replay, those planted trees are not there. And also we have a small issue that this orange plant, it is planting this red fruit, so we need to fix that too. So let's fix those small issues first. And first I need to fix this in this fruit plant B. These are the mistakes from previous episode. Growth time, this should be 0. And where are the seeds? Let's open the player character, and also we have the inventory component. Yeah, let's open that too. Where is it? Alright, here. And in the begin play of the third person character, we add to inventory. We actually manually add to inventory these fruit plants. So orange fruit, for the orange fruit I have used fruit plant blueprint, so it should be fruit plant B. And for the red fruit, it should be fruit plant. So that's where the mistake was. And also in the inventory, we have only, let me drop these first. close and save the game, so that we have without running out of the capacity of the inventory, we will be able to store these two items that we manually add. Right, now we have the red plant, red fruit seed. If I press plant, we can plant the correct plant. And for the orange seed, we can plant it correctly. And it's also don't have the fruits by default. It takes time to grow. Okay, everything is correct except I can't save it yet. Right, now when we plant a seed, let's see, this is where we plant. We just spawn an actor, right? And we have this enable plant in mode and place plant. This is inside the plant blueprint. So let's open this plant blueprint. In this place plant, so here we need to add a reference of this plant into the plant manager, and also this plant manager should spawn all the plants required at the beginning of the session if they are not already there. Right, so first let's take a look at where we save these growth times, because we may have to modify the save function a little bit. PPI game instance. Right, where is the game instance? Here. Okay, we actually just get the growth times and set to save game state. Right, this is SV game state, save game state. Okay, let's open that. Where is it? Alright, here. So instead of growth times, we need the data structure that can hold all the data related to plants. That means the transform of the plant basically, and the growth time, and I don't think we need anything else. So yeah, let's define a new data structure, blueprint structure. Let's call it plant data, and first value should be growth time, and it has to be a float, and the next value should be for transform of the plant, so transform. Right, now I'm gonna change this growth times. Let's rename this to plants, just plants. Change this into plant data array. So I will have to delete the existing save file, otherwise I think we would have some problems. Save games. Let's rename this to 2 so it would not be loaded, but if something went wrong, I can just bring it back. Okay, and now that I have changed this, we should have some errors. Yeah, here, like this. Now we can just have growth times. We can get growth times, but that's not enough. Yeah, let's modify this to get plant data. It should return plant data. Plants, not plant data. Type should be plant data. And compile. Now this is fixed. Break this. Compile. Okay. Now errors in the game instance is fixed. Now let's go here, the plants. So the growth time is changed to plants. Right. Now let's modify this a little bit. We need to reconnect this to proper node. So before disconnecting this, I'll add some renode nodes so it would be clear for us for each. Now this is plant data structure, and we can split this. So we can still access growth time with this, and index with this. This should be connected like this, and loop body should be connected like this. Right. Now delete this. Okay. Now this is about setting the growth time of each plant. So let's isolate that part. And let's promote this save data. Object to a variable. It's the game state, because then we can use it later easily. Right. Okay, now I'll collapse this part. I'll name it set growth times. Actually we should put this part also inside, but let's rename this array. Instead of plant actors, because otherwise it will be confusing with this variable. So let's put this part also in here, like this. And when everything is completed, exit from this node. So setting growth time is done, but still we haven't done anything regarding how to save the newly added plants into the save games and how to restore their state. Right, so the first time when we read this game save game state, we can access, we can plants, and if the length of this is 0, we can have a branch. Only if the length is larger than 0, we have to spawn the plants, then we have to set growth times. So if this value is larger than 0, first I will let's add a node here, spawn plants. First we need to clear if we already have any of the references added to the plant actors. So we can do that like this. For each loop, set lifespan to maybe 0.1. So all the plants in that point that we already have as references will be destroyed, and after everything is completed we can clear the array. Right, now this is the cleanup part. Then we can get the game state and get plants, and for each, yeah, we can have a for each loop. Again split this, then we can we have to spawn the plant, but first we need to know what is the class of this plant in order to use spawn actor from class. We need to know the class as well. Right, so that means we should save that also in this plant data. The data type should be class reference. Oh, we can't have it. Float plant. class reference, right? Plant type, let's call it now in the plant manager we have plant type and we can use it. Okay, right, and the transform is this. Okay, and then get spawn, then we can add this to plant actors. Like this. Also we can actually set the growth time as well here, but yeah, actually we can do that part also here. Why not then? Set growth time with this value, and then we can call regrow fruit. Yeah, and when everything is completed, oh wait, this should not be the output, this should be the output, right? And let's go here. Oh, we have to modify this. Where else we have used this growth times? Here, here, and here. Okay, so let's change this growth times to a different data structure. Plant data, right? Clear. Okay, actually let's plant data, name this as plant data, and add we can get the growth time from this plant, and we can get the transform get transform. Get actor transform, right? And then also we need the class, right? Then return plant data. So is that all? Let's see, we did a lot of stuff. Let's see if this works. Oh, I deleted the right here, get saved data, PPI game instance. So actually if we okay, if we don't have a game state, we need to create one. So this creates a save game object with the type sv game state, and set this variable. Then we should be able to get rid of that error. In our initial cutscene, I think we have some problem. I think it should be like this, because since we don't have a save file now, we start the game from the very beginning. So that's what happens here. Okay, let's start the game. Oh, we actually weak because our water level and the food level is so zero. Actually, one of my friends suggested instead of a food level, sustenance level should be a better alternative word. So anyway, I'll just walk to where, oh, let's open our inventory. Alright, we have the plants, so we can test it here. Let's plant one here and plant another one here, but even if I plant it here, I can't save the game. I have to go there anyway, so I'll stop recording because I have to walk slowly towards the fountain and the rocky bed. So I'll stop recording and go there. Oh, actually, let's restore this previous save file and see what happens. It should still work. Right, let's plant this. These two plants here. Okay, and sleep to save the game. Right, game saved. Oh, we have an error. One more thing, we can actually disconnect this because we already set the growth times in here, and I wonder how did we go into this part, because I don't think we had plants in the save file. maybe we should actually start from the beginning, because we may have redundant data in the previous save file. Not redundant, the data that is not in consistence. Right, so let's start the game, and without recording I'll go there. Actually, for now let's just move this initial, instead of waking up in the show, let's make him wake up near the fountain so it's easier for us to restart the game. Otherwise I will have to spend a lot of time walking into the fountain. Right now, when I do that, I didn't get any null errors. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, cool. So that problem is fixed. Now let's drink some water and sleep so that we can walk healthy, like a healthy person. And let's sleep now. So those two plants that were already placed in the map is also there without destroying, because I didn't have any of the plants in this plants variable in the save game. So only if I had them I am destroying them, so they were not destroyed. Okay, now we saved the game. Now let's start. Okay, now the game is started from that point, and these plants are also here. So let's open the inventory and plant one more plant here. Open again, plant another one here. Right, now let's sleep and save. So if everything is working correctly, when I exit the game and reload, we should have 4 plants altogether, and it doesn't. Right. Oh wait, I actually forgot one more thing, and that is when I place the plant, I have to add it to the plant manager. Otherwise it will not be saved into the save game. So how do I do that? So for that actually we need a reference to the plant manager from the fruit plant. Right, in the plant manager we set the plant manager in the game instance. So in the game instance we have a plant manager object. So in this BPI game instance interface, let's add a function get plant manager, and it should return plant manager. But if I make it, oh, actually that's we have actor reference as the plant manager. Yeah, this is an actor. That's good for to minimize dependencies between classes. So let's change this to act object. Let's call it plant manager. Save. Right. Now when we place the fruit plant, we can just get game instance like this. So we don't have to do any like find actor by class or any other such expensive operations. We can just use this get plant manager like this, and in the plant manager we need a function to add a plant. But how do we do that? Alright, we have plant manager interface. Let's call it register plant. Plant. This is fruit plant. Okay. Register plant input should be not an array, of course, it's a single variable. Fruit plant. Right. Now in the fruit plant we can register plant. We can call register plant using BPI plant manager, and as the reference we can give self like this. Alright, now let's see. Plant P, another one, plant P, and save. Right, now let's restart. Oh, still we don't have it. Sorry, wait, I did add this register plant event, but I didn't implement it here. Really sorry about that. So let me implement it. Register plant actors add this plant to the array. Now definitely it should work. Plant one here, another one here. Sleep. Game saved. Stop the game and restart. Still no. This time what's wrong? Did I implement this get plant manager in the game instance? Oh, I haven't. Okay, let's try again. Oh, sorry, I don't have to sleep. I had to plant something. Planted. Please work. Game saved. Now if it is alright, finally we have the plant we planted from the previous session here. So if I plant some more plants like this, we should now have 3 plants. After saving and loading, right, see, none of the plants are here now. When I play the game, okay, awesome, we have 3 more plants. Alright, so did the growth time work correctly? I'm not so sure. Let's place another plant like this and sleeve, so it shouldn't have any of the fruits grown yet. Oh yeah, growth time is working properly, see. Okay, no problem with that. Alright, so yeah, so now the player can have a full farm plant anywhere the player wants, and when he restart the game after saving, he will have the plants he saved in previous session, and just like any other plant we can eat from them too. So inventory is full. Let me drop some items. We can collect fruit from that also. Okay, alright, and one more thing. Here in the begin play I added some plants for testing, some seeds, not plants, for testing. So I'll disconnect this part for now because I don't need, because I have enough seeds to test. And right, I think I can stop this episode right here, and in future let's see what else we can do to improve this farming system, and also in general what else we should do to complete this. What are the other mechanics that we need, maybe building some stuff, animals and fences around the farm, so things like that in future. And thanks for watching. So as always, project files will be available for the download through Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. If you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.